All right, I don't do this very often, so I hope you'll bear with me. It's hard to feel anything but dismay for the most recent acts of ethnic violence against Palestinians. And for me, our media and our politicians equivocating on these human rights violations has really turned my feelings towards anger and a desire to do something. The conflict between Israel and Palestine is complicated, but complicated is not a defense for the illegal occupation of Palestinian land, nor for a campaign of ethnic cleansing, nor for the war crimes that we've seen this last week. Saying these things is in no way an endorsement of anti-Semitism, nor of violence against Israelis, but rather it is stating facts that are recognized by the international community, including Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch. So for the Palestinian civilians living in Gaza and occupied Palestinian territory whose land and livelihood, and in many cases whose very lives, are in jeopardy, the least we can do is address the humanitarian crisis at hand. To that end, I'm personally deciding to use my art to support an organization called Palestine Children's Relief Fund. For the next 5 days, 100% of the profit from my online store, which is on Etsy, will go to this organization. That means for the next 5 days, 100% of the proceeds, excluding the cost of shipping and purchasing and the cost of my materials, but 100% of the profit will go directly to providing essential medical aid for these children. Okay, so I've chosen to support Palestine Children's Relief Fund for 3 reasons. The first, they are an incredibly well-established and well-respected organization. Charity Navigator has given them a 91.16 out of 100 for their quality as a charity. The second reason is PCRF is a non-political organization that's dedicated to providing medical and humanitarian aid to Arab children regardless of their nationality, their religion, or their politics. And this is medical aid that would not be provided if it weren't for PCRF staff and volunteers. And this is work they've been doing long before this year's violence. The third reason is on May 17th, 4 days ago, the main office of Palestine Children's Relief Fund was bombed by an Israeli airstrike that was intended for the Ministry of Health that's located across the city, or across the street in Gaza City. They've stated that this is not stopping their work, but it's very clear that they need support. So I really hope that you help me in this fundraising effort. At the end of the day, you'll have some of my artwork, and you can feel proud that you helped provide essential medical care to children in crisis. Thanks.